I was hired to manage a luxury boutique 2 hours into my first shift. The owner's daughter told me to scrub the bathroom. I walked out with $1,200 in my pocket. When I interviewed at Eloise, a high-end women's clothing boutique, I was impressed. The store was gorgeous, paired Italian marble floors, crystal chandeliers, and clothing that cost more than my monthly rent. The owner, Victoria, spoke passionately about expanding her business and needing an experienced retail manager to oversee daily operations while she focused on opening a second location. We need someone who understands luxury clientele, she said, nodding approvingly at my resume showing 5 years at Nordstrom and Saks. Someone who can train staff, manage inventory, and maintain our standards of excellence. The salary was excellent, pair at $175,000 plus commission. I accepted immediately and gave notice at my current job. My first day was scheduled for Monday at 9 a.m. Victoria would be there to introduce me to the team before leaving for a business trip. I arrived 30 minutes early, dressed impeccably in a designer suit I'd splurged on specifically for this role. Victoria greeted me warmly, introduced me to the 3 sales associates, and showed me the management office. She handed me an envelope with $1,200 cash. This is for the emergency fund, parent. Sometimes we need to make quick purchases for BTP clients or handle unexpected expenses, she explained. Keep it in the safe when you are not here. She spent about an hour walking me through procedures, then checked her watch. My flight leaves in 3 hours. You are in good hands with the team. My daughter Tess's will stop by later, parent. She helps out occasionally. I familiarized myself with the inventory system, observed the sales associates, and began drafting training materials. Victoria had requested Renzi Noon. The young woman in her early 20s breezed in, ignoring the sales floor and walking straight to my office. You must be the new manager, she said without introducing herself. I stood to shake her hand, but she was already rummaging through the desk drawers. Here is the store card. I need to pick up lunch for my friends. I explained that Victoria hadn't mentioned a store card for personal purchases. Maya rolled her eyes. My mother doesn't know how things really work here. I handle the day-to-day stuff. Before I could respond, she pointed toward the back of the store. By the way, the customer bathroom is disgusting. Shavin threw up in there this morning. You need to clean it before any other customers use it. I blinked. Isn't there a cleaning service? They come tomorrow. Just grab the supplies from the closet and handle it. That's what managers do. They handle problems. She turned back to her phone, clearly dismissing me. I stood there for a moment, processing what was happening. Victoria had hired me to manage a luxury retail operation, not to be her daughter's personal assistant or a janitor. Mia, I said calmly. I was hired as the store manager to oversee operations, train staff, and develop the business. While I don't mind helping with emergencies, regular cleaning isn't in my job description. Perhaps one of the associates could handle it, or we could call a cleaning service. She looked up from her phone, genuinely shocked. Excuse me, my mother owns this place. When I tell you to do something, you do it. Right, actually, I replied. Your mother hired me based on my retail management experience, not as household staff. I am happy to discuss this with her directly. Mer, good luck with that. Snapped. She's on a plane. Meanwhile, that bathroom needs cleaning, and if you want to keep this job, you'll do it now. I made my decision in that moment. I gathered my purse and the training notes I'd started. Please let Victoria know I won't be continuing in this position. The job described to me is clearly not the job that exists. Maya's face reddened. You can't just leave. What about the store? What about the bathroom? I placed the emergency fund envelope on the desk. The store will be fine with the current staff until Victoria returns. As for the bathroom, since you are so concerned, perhaps you could handle it yourself. As I walked toward the door, Textus called after me. If you leave now, don't expect a reference. I turned back one last time. Maya, I have references from Nordstrom and Saks. I don't need one from a place where I worked for 2 hours. 3 days later, Victoria called, apologizing profusely and offering me the position again, parent with a raise and written clarification of duties. She also mentioned that Tevish would no longer be helping at the store. I declined politely. Some red flags can't be unseen, and some boundaries once drawn shouldn't be crossed again.